everybody, and welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. This is our 8th video. Eight. I'm Susan LaCroix, and I live in Wyandotte, Michigan.
And I'm Julie Davison from Champaign, Illinois, and usually we film over Zoom, but we are still together.
In case you don't know, we're mother-daughter.
Yes.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the daughter, and I'm the upline, and she's my team member.
And we have been demonstrators for 19 years.
That's kind of crazy.
It is.
Why did it take us so long to do this?
I have no idea.
If you haven't been watching, we do Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie every Sunday at noon Central and 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So please join us every week for brand new projects. We've got something fun today. What are we doing?
We do. Well, we promised you last week a sneak peek of some Christmas projects.
Because it's Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. We realized last week that today is July 25th. So July, and we looked at each other and went, Christmas in July.
Christmas in
July. So that's what we're going to do. So Julie, we're going to just jump right in because unfortunately, as soon as we're done with this video, we're out the door and we're heading back to Michigan.
Our visit is over. The week went too fast and we did not get enough stamping.
No.
I have to share a quick story before we switch cameras.
Okay.
So we've been stamping as demonstrators for 19 years and there's been lots of times when we get together with family takes priority and we don't get to stamp a lot. And so last night we stayed up until the wee hours of the morning creating our projects to share with you today. And it reminded me, do you remember that time? I think it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and we were at Mom and Dad's house, but we had to leave. We were leaving. We weren't spending Christmas with you. And and so we set an alarm and we woke up at literally 4 in the morning so that we could sneak downstairs like little Christmas elves and stamp together before we had to leave. And so it reminded me of that. It's been a long time since we have stamped that late at night.
Yes.
And it probably will be a really long time before we do it again.
I hope so.
But hopefully it won't be long before we get together and stamp together. But let's kick it right over to the other camera. And let's show you the fun things that we made.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, as we said, the new mini catalog and celebration are just around the corner. You may be getting these in your mailboxes or hand delivery from one of us in the next week or two. And if you haven't gotten it, then it should be coming very soon. So if you are still missing before these catalogs start on August 3rd, be sure to let us know so we can make sure that you get a copy. Now, the mini catalog is our seasonal catalog. We have 2 every year, January through June, and this is July through December. However, this catalog was delayed until August 3rd because of inventory issues. So even though it says July, this catalog does not start until August 3rd. So if you're trying to order online, you can't order from this catalog quite yet. Sale-a-Bration starts at the same time. New this year, we're doing Sale-a-Bration twice a year. So usually Sale-a-Bration is in January and February, and now we have a part 2 in August and September. Next year, when the catalogs are synced back up to the normal timing, Sale-a-Bration will be July and August. This time it's the first 2 months of the launch, which is August and September. The way Sale-a-Bration works is you get a free gift for every $50 or $100 that you order before tax and shipping. So I'm actually going to show you a little sneak peek from the mini catalog and a little sneak peek from the Sale-a-Bration brochure. I'm not allowed to open up either catalog just yet until August 3rd, so I can't break them up and show you, but we do have item numbers so you can make a wish list if you love the things that we're showing you today. So I chose to feature the Peaceful Deer bundle. This is in the mini catalog. It's a punch bundle, a photopolymer stamp set, and it has a coordinating punch. So the Peaceful Deer bundle will include a list of the item numbers in the video description as well. The Peaceful Deer bundle is 156391. And what's really fun is there is coordinating designer paper in the Sale-a-Bration brochure. So you can get the designer paper for free when you purchase the Peaceful Deer bundle and a few other items. This is a 12 by 12 designer paper, and you get 2 sheets of each pattern. very traditional Christmas colors here: garden green, Sahara Sand, real red, and cherry cobbler. And then we've got terrific patterns on the back side as well. So I've created some projects today using the designer paper and the bundle since they coordinated. If you're making out your list for Sale-a-Bration, the Peaceful Prince designer paper is 156,628, and again, it's free with a qualifying order, which is $50 before tax and shipping, starting August 3rd. Okay, let me jump right to the fun project I have to share. So this is actually inspired by this card from Dawn Olszewski, and I got this in a card swap from her, and I just love this fun fold and how it sort of has this I don't know how to describe it. Like, I guess I need to check and see what she's calling it. What would you call this card, Mom?
I'm not sure. Fun fold. Let's just go with
It's kind of got like an
accordion.
it's got an accordion thing going on, and I just love that like this element sort of pops out and it looks like it's set back, especially with the brick wall. I think it looks really cool because it almost looks like a room kind of a thing. Well, I'm not going to make a room with this card, but I did use the same layout and measurements. So let me start by sharing those. This card base is 5.5 inches by 11 inches, so it is almost a full sheet of cardstock. And then I scored at 1 3/4 inches, 3.5 inches, 5 1/4, and 7 inches. So this cardstock that I'm using is Sahara Sand. So I'm going to start and just fold back and forth like an accordion. You can use a bone folder for good creases. I just like my fingers. I always forget my bone folder. All right, the next piece of cardstock is 3 inches by 6 inches, and this is scored at 3 inches. So this is like a little mini 3x3 card, right? Maybe you've made those. They fit. We have some really fun little love note envelopes that those fit into. So those are the two pieces for the card, and then the designer paper. There are 2 sets of 2. Okay, so the first 2 are the skinny little strips. These are 1.5 inches by 5 1/4, and these are the ones that are going to go on the card base like that. And then the smaller ones are 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches, and those are going to go on that 3x3 card. So I'm going to glue those down. I have some other scrap pieces which I'm going to use to do some stamping and punching with the deer. So let's move these out of the way. There will be a list of measurements in the video description as well. So if you didn't get a chance to write all those down, look for them in the video descriptions. We always put lots of helpful links and information in the video description. So whenever you're watching, be sure to check out that video description for all of the information. And of course, like and subscribe to our channel so that you can see all the Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie videos every week and join us for the live premieres. Okay, I'm using just regular seal. What did you call it? Snail. Oh, a little confession. I am still using some snail. I got a bunch of refills in the clearance rack. So like behind the scenes, I still do use my snail sometimes.
Me too.
I feel like you either love snail or you hate it. Like I know people that like hate it, are so glad it's gone, and other people that were so sad and really miss it. So you leave us a comment. Are you a lover of snail, the old adhesive, or are you glad it's gone? Seal is our new double-sided tape runner. And I know, well, we just have lots of adhesives. I know Mom really prefers the multi-liquid glue adhesive. Do you use that more than seal, would you say?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
I just find it messy because I'm a messy person. That's why I don't use it so much. Well, I've stamped this deer in real red, and I'm going to, I'm trying to find the just right spot and punch that out. Now, it would help if my paper was bigger, but sometimes you could use a little Post-it note or something to stick that in there and have a little better control over where it's going. This punch also includes antlers and a little nose. So if you want to make a Rudolph, you can have a little red nose for your Rudolph, but I'm just going to punch this one out. It says, "Oh, what fun." And what fun is that? I'm going to put it on the black circle. And I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals right here, just to use a couple of those. My card style is really clean and simple. And I think the more videos that we do, Mom, I'm noticing that like I really see our different styles.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like clean and simple and easy, and Mom just has these beautiful like layers. Like the card that you showed last week with the flowers, there were just so many pieces of that, and that was just such a beautiful card. But like I would not fuss, like I would not do all that fussing. Like it's not like, I love the way it looks, but it's not something that I take the time to do. Like I'm a quick stamper. But it is worth the effort. Like your cards are always just so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So I love getting them. I just don't make them. I don't make them. I fuss in like a quick way, but I don't fuss often. See, very simple stamping on the inside here. Let's celebrate, and then the little snowflakes to kind of tie in over here. So really quick, really easy. And the other cards that I made, I'm gonna bring them in just a second, are really, really simple. Like my favorite card that I made with this bundle and the designer paper is just, it's almost would qualify as simple stamping. Like it is just so quick and easy. Did I have something else on this? I feel like all of a sudden I'm feeling like a black glittered ribbon would have been a nice addition, yeah. But you know what? We're keeping it real clean and simple. Okay, for this one, I'm only putting adhesive on the ends. I'm gonna start with just one end, and that is the end with the deer on it. So I'm just gonna do a little of the stamp and seal, and I'm going to have that other part down here on the inside, close the accordions, and then I'm going to kind of center here near the top. That looks about right. And then I give it a little massage. And then the back part is gonna be loose until I glue it down. So glue down one side first, and then you can come back and glue the other. So I'm just gonna put adhesive, again, just on the end. I'm not gonna put it here because that part needs to be open. So then I'm just gonna close it like this, and that will sort of bridge out. It's almost like a tent. Like, oh. I don't know. I want to call it like a double Z fold because it reminds me of that, but then it has like this extra bit. But there's my card. Isn't that fun? I love the traditional colors of this Christmas paper. Let me show you some of the other cards that I've created. Here's one. So the deer in this stamp set, there are several different deer. There's deer that are standing up, laying down, and then this is the one that coordinates with the punch. The one that's jumping. What would you call it? Frolicking, prancing, right? Deer prance. So this one is standing, and I almost didn't know what this stamp was. Right here, let me show you, Mom, off camera. Yeah. Oh, it's a little wreath with a bow. And so I stamped the deer in Sahara Sand, and then I added that. I used markers to color on the stamp to do the little wreath with the bow, and then I colored in with a Stampin' Blend and added the antlers and the sentiment down here. And I love this torn like edge. It's really simple. And to sort of tie in that like shabby kind of a look, I used the scissors and I roughed up the edges of my cardstock. We used to have
proud of you.
We used to have a little tool that did that. I really miss it. I haven't done that in a long time, but I just love that look. It kind of gives it a finished look without layering it. And then on the inside, sending love and peace this season. So I added a piece of Sahara Sand just to have that other color there. So there's a second card. Oh, this one was really fun. I stamped the trees right on the designer paper. So both of these designer paper patterns are in the pack. And then I stamped and colored that with Stampin' Blends. Wishing you a wonderful year and friendship, dear. I didn't put anything on the inside of that one. And then this is my favorite one. And it didn't even use any deer. So there are a lot of trees in this stamp set as well. And so I used the trees to coordinate with the background, and there's that black glittered ribbon that I love. So super, 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 super simple. I did do a little die cutting with that label from Stitched So Sweetly, but just green trees with the sentiment underneath, and then on the inside, Merry Christmas with the tree there. And similar style. I don't like this one as much. I couldn't get the ribbon to look quite right, but I still love that buffalo check with the red and black. So really simple cards. This designer paper, I tried to use as many patterns as I can. It's so fun, and it's free. I love free. Don't you love free, Mom?
I do, and you know, and watching you do this masculine cards. So
Yeah.
these patterns can be used outside of Christmas, but
That's
would make
so true.
wonderful, wonderful masculine cards.
This would be, well, without the glitter ribbon.
Without the glitter ribbon.
This would be such a great card for like
Yeah.
birthday. Yes. That I didn't even think of that. That's awesome. And I should have thought of that because my husband is a deer hunter. So
Oh, yeah.
he would love any of these. Are you ready to show
I
us some
am
fun
ready.
projects?
Show.
Well, one way to earn Sale-a-Bration stuff is to get things from the mini catalog. So Mom's going to show you a really beautiful suite that will help you earn some free Sale-a-Bration things. Do you want the chair to sit on, Mom?
Maybe. I'm going to stand for a little bit, but thank you. So, of course, I've got showing this upside down. So Whimsical Trees bundle, number 156810. And just buying the bundle will qualify you for Sale-a-Bration. So there you go. So just a beautiful, beautiful, I just love all the, there's so many, there's holly and berries and ornaments and there's trees and, you know, I just love it. And the dies, you get a set of 13 dies to go with it. So lots and lots of things you can do there. This
I didn't get this
also-
one yet, but
yeah.
you're tempting me.
Yeah. So what I love about this, I'm a designer series paper lover. So Whimsy and Wonder designer series paper, 156329, and you get these wonderful snowflakes. And I'm going to show them in a few minutes, but those are 156340. And again, we'll have all the order numbers for these in the information about today's video, but I hope you can see these. These are so pretty. Let me show you the paper real quick. So one side is embossed. So we have these beautiful trees. I'm going to show you the embossed side. These gifts, there's just so many things. And then there's the silver stripe and the ornaments and the snowflakes. So these are kind of non-traditional Christmas colors, and sometimes that's okay. So that's the embossed side. So pretty. And then the back side, or the B side as Julie likes to call it, has some more subtle coordinating pieces. Well, it's just I love those stripes. And that one, and this one.
We talked
and
about the
this
last one being masculine. This is very feminine with the
Very,
pink.
very.
So pretty.
Yeah. So that's the designer series paper. So I'm going to start with a card that I made that was inspired by a card made by a demonstrator. Well, maybe she's not, I don't know if she's a demonstrator. Beth Bryce is her name. I'm not going to show you the card that inspired me because Julie is going to show it tonight. So if you want to see it, you're going to have to tune back in.
Well, that would have been last.
Oh, that's right.
So this video is on Sunday. So that was the Thursday video. It was
Thursday
the Great
video.
Big Card Swap. Beth sent it in for the Great Big Card Swap for July. And it was really fun. We could get it since I've already technically showed it.
Yeah.
I'll grab it.
Good. Okay. So the card base is 5.5 by 10.5. And we're going to do some scoring on it. And I should have pre-scored it, but I didn't. So I'm going to do it now. All right. So I got to put my little arm out here. Move this aside. And we're going to score it at 4 1/4. 5 1/4. He's in my way here. Okay. Let me make sure I'm straight up against there. 5 1/4 and 6 1/4. So it's a little trickier to find that quarter mark with the fold of the arm, but we can do it. All right. That's it. That's the folds. And I don't need this anymore. All right. So now we're going to fold it, and we want to do it. We want I guess this is the mountain. We want that at the 4 1/4 so that we can fold this way. Yeah, I should have had a bone folder too. And fold.
Doing your army one?
Nah, that's all right. So that you're going to get this look. Okay, so that's what you want.
Like an M.
Like an M.
For Mom.
For Mom. All right, So now the other pieces on this, I gotta find them, are some flaps that we're gonna put on the inside. So the same color, so the Blushing Bride, we're going to have 3 of them at 1 3/4 by 4. Sure we are. Okay. And then I grabbed some mint macaron, and these are 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to stick them on here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now with my liquid glue that I like. Oh, watch! I may have to grab her seal.
Oh, okay. So, if people at home haven't used liquid glue, what is a tip for storing it to make sure that that it stays at the top?
Upside down. And I just buy shot glasses when we go on an incentive trip. So I have shot glasses from around the world. And the reason I like the liquid glue is that you have a little grace period to smush it around if you don't get it the way you want it. And it dries pretty quickly. That's not to say I still don't glue things on crooked, because I do. But we're human, right? All right. So there are these pieces. And they are going to go on the inside. So how I did this. What? What? It didn't. What the heck?
What's wrong?
I think I may have scored it wrong because this is supposed to be even.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, I'm gonna put this one together and then show you the right one. How's that? All right, so what I did is I used a little bit of tear and tape. It's right here. Just because I'm putting, there's like all these little layers. And so I want this one. Oh. Yeah, let's try that again. I'm going to take a little strip of tear and tape, and I'm going to put it on the back side of this one. Oh, thank you, Julie. She went and got one from Seattle. There we go.
I think we might have even gotten the same one.
We may have.
We were in Seattle together before I went to Alaska.
Yeah.
Look how perfect that is. Just like made for liquid glue.
It is. It is. So I'm going to put this kind of in the middle, right on the crease here, so that you can, and it technically shouldn't hang over, but I think I must have scored something wrong here. And then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do the same thing, but the other two go on the other side. Don't you hate it when it doesn't go the way you want it?
That happens all the time. That's why I pre-score mine.
I should have.
But it still doesn't stop me from screwing up, because even when it's pre-scored, sometimes I realize on camera then that it's not scored right.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll fix it. I always say that there's no mistakes. There's only opportunities.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. All right. All right, so that gives us our, so when you open it, ta-da! Isn't that cool? So on the front, what I did, it's not gonna work. Okay, so I'll just show you the done one when I get it. You know what, I'll just show you the done one, right? Because I'm not gonna be able to get this to work right. All right, there we go. Let me just toss that right off. So what I did on the front, is I took a piece of designer series paper with the holly, and it kind of shimmers. And I took one of the backside pieces with the mossy meadow on it, and another backside piece for the circle, and stamped, "May the love of the season warm your home and fill your heart." And then I fussy cut one of the little presents out for the top.
That layering. It's so pretty.
I call it kind of a stacked collage.
Yes.
So when you open it up, what I did is I fussy cut a bunch of little presents out and put them on the flaps. And then the back, I stamped some of the holly and the stamp set, "Wishing you Christmas cheer and magical moments that last all year."
That turned out nice.
Isn't it? I love it.
I came in when you were designing it and I didn't see the inside, so I like the way that turned out.
Yeah. So anyway, I will make another one and get it right. But anyway, let me show you Beth's card that Julie showed the other night. And she got it with this note. Open me.
I put the note on there.
Oh, you did?
So that I would remember.
Oh. So she used butterflies and happy birthday. Isn't that cute? I just loved this when I saw it. And I just thought, I have to make this card. So thank you, Beth, for the inspiration. All right, let me show you what else I did with this suite. I like it when I let the designer series paper do the work for me.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this guy. So I just took some of the designer series paper and took one of those beautiful snowflakes, took some of the Misty Moonlight and Silver twine. And do you remember these blue gems from last year? They carried over. So I put that right in the middle. And then I took the Merry Christmas from the Peaceful Deer stamp set. And I wanted just a little Merry Christmas there. And I needed small dimensionals and didn't have them, but oh well. It was late or very early. So there's this one.
We won't say how.
No, we won't. And so I love this. I'm not a real pink person, but I do like this paper. And so again, I just took one of the snowflakes, Joy, put it on a little circle from Layering Circles dies, and popped it up with dimensionals. And I didn't do any of the insides yet. And then this one, I stamped some of the trees in the background, and then I die cut out from the designer series paper some of the trees. I used some of our glittery white burgundy. It's like it's just like the black, but it's white, so it's great. And then these are some sequins from another suite. I think I can't remember which
the
suite.
cabin one, the peaceful cabin.
Oh, peaceful, yeah.
Or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
I haven't learned all the names yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. And Let Your Heart Be Light. So those were the cards that I made with this suite. And I think I'm done. So we're gonna switch the camera back so you can see our projects one more time.
Oh my gosh, aren't these so much fun? I seriously, I cannot wait to make this one. But even this one, I just want to make it over and over again.
And I want to do that one.
It's
big
so
time.
easy. Well,
It is. They both are, really.
They really are, yes. Well, I hope that you try these projects at home. And if you do, we would love for you to share photos and show us what you're doing with these fun folds.
Yes.
But for now, we have to say goodbye.
Until next week.
Yes, we'll see you next Sunday at noon Central Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
And just a reminder that the products that we showed you are not available until August 3rd. Demonstrators can pre-order until August 2nd, but customers can order from the mini catalog and earn Sale-a-Bration beginning August 3rd.
Which is just around the corner, right?
is.
Like a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So super, super fast. If you
Yeah.
don't have a catalog yet and you need one,
Let us
get
know.
in touch. Yes.
We'll be happy to get one in your hands.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, until next time, have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.